We show you registered as Brian Evans, testifying on behalf of yourself against the legislation?
Yes.
Thank you.
My name is Brian. Also, for the welcome, thank you for letting me testify today. My name is Brian Evans. I'm speaking for myself as a private citizen, and I'm testifying against Senate Bill 18. I'm a tenured professor of engineering at UT Austin. I'm also a member and vice president of I'm a member of the American Association of University Professors, and also serve as a vice president of the Texas AAUP conference. But again, I'm here as a private citizen. We welcome the changes in many portions of the committee substitute, including the continuation of being able to hire tenure track and tenured faculty members. Over 800 colleges and universities adhere to academic freedom and tenure principles of the AAUP, which were co-developed with university administrations. Many of these colleges and universities, among the 800, are our competitors to our public colleges and universities in Texas. Academic freedom is the freedom from censorship by the institution and the government in the professor's teaching, research, and expression. Tenure is a necessary guarantee of academic freedom. Tenure allows professors to have full freedom to help students develop the critical thinking, knowledge, training, and professional networks needed for successful careers. Tenure protects professors in developing and disseminating new knowledge from all viewpoints, including conservative, moderate, liberal, and apolitical. Tenured professors take on long-term curriculum development, research projects, and leadership positions. The connection between tenure and academic freedom is very strong. We would like to ask if the bill could add a statement saying that tenure is a necessary guarantee of academic freedom in teaching, research, and expression. Another concern in the bill is that only the governing board shall grant tenure. AAUP standards co-developed with university administrations call for faculty involvement in the evaluation of a faculty member for tenure, because the faculty members have the disciplinary and other expertise to judge the work of their colleagues. The bill does not mention faculty involvement in a dismissal hearing of a faculty member, which is part of due process in policies, again, widely adopted by faculty administrations and governing boards, including the AAUP. The bill also defines a faculty member's property interests as their annual salary, excluding mention of accrued retirement, sick leave, and other benefits. The bill also contains vague language as reasons for faculty dismissal, such as engaged in unprofessional conduct that adversely affects the institution or the faculty member's performance of duties or meeting of responsibilities, unquote. We appreciate the many positive changes in the committee substitute and hope that you will consider the additional changes mentioned above to strengthen tenure at our public colleges and universities.
Thank you, sir, for being here. Ms. Cole.
Are you aware of any institutions that have the faculty involved in removal?
Yeah, so so for example, at the University of Texas at Austin, we have, the University of Texas at Austin has a policy for grievance, and part of that grievance process is an investigative body that will hear complaints by a faculty member. This would include someone that's subject to dismissal.
Okay.
Ms. Gonzalez.
Thank you, Chairman. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. When you talked about the association's kind of guidelines for tenure process, can you talk about how y'all develop those guidelines? That's
right. So this is the 1940 statement of Principles on Academic Freedom and Tenure. This was co-developed with the American Association of Colleges and Universities and issued in 1940. So it was developed starting in 1915 and developed and co-developed again in 1925. So these lay out the principles of academic freedom in teaching, in research and expression, and that a faculty member should be free from censorship from the institution or the government. Then they should be allowed to also express their views internally to the university and externally. When they speak as private citizens, they should say so. They should always say for whom they're speaking. Are they speaking for the university? Are they speaking for their department or for themselves as a private individual?
I think one of my questions is that the chairman has done a lot to make sure that there isn't harm done, but what is one of your concerns with this passage of legislation in regards to this area?
Well, some issues, as I mentioned, due process is a concern, as we want to make sure that some of these languages that's a little bit vague, well, they are vague, is clarified. This would include, not violating university policies could be a reason for dismissal. So we're concerned that can be used in all kinds of ways, many unforeseen, right? We also want, full due process rights for the faculty member, which I think it's partly in there, but I think there could be strengthened of what's in the bill. And again, back to having the faculty members, having other faculty members as part of the adjudication process.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for being here today.
Thank you, Chair Campbell.
Yes, sir.